Hello everyone, my name is Mr. M. Today we're going to learn how to generate an equation, also known as function, given a table of values. This topic is also known as regression, and we are going to use Desmos on this. Okay, just to give you a brief description of Desmos, it's an online tool. It's an application that you can download on your electronic devices like phone or iPad. Okay, now let's go to the first model problem. So we already know that this table represents a linear function. How did I know that? Please check out the links of the video inside the description box where I discuss how to determine whether a table of values represents a linear function or quadratic function. Cool? Alright. As we all know, the standard form for linear function is y equals mx plus b. But this time I'm going to use a for m. It doesn't matter. They are just variable. Alright? Let's go over with this. So what I want you to do is to open the Desmos. It's already on my favorites. So I'll just click Desmos graphing calculator and it gives you the Desmos. Be sure to log in if you don't have an account. Make sure you sign up so that you can save your work. In fact, I already saved my linear regression right there. You see, I already created a table of values. How did I do that? You see the plus sign there? Click that and the table icon. Now you can type in the x values and the y values on this panel. And in fact, going back to that, it's already there just to save time. Now notice that on my grid I have 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 coordinates here. Right? There's no line yet. If you notice, these points fall on the same line. Now how do we generate that line that passes through this point? You see number 2 there, the second row. Click on that and then this keypad. And then you type in the standard form of linear function. Y equals, I have my a here, a, x, then plus b. To be honest, it's easier if you use your laptop. But take a look, there's no line yet. Why? There are two things. One, you need to put y sub 1 and x sub 1 right there. Why is that? Because in our table, they use x sub 1 and y sub 1. So let me put y sub 1, just clicking 1. Automatically, it will go to the subscript. And then next to x, click 1 also. That's one thing. Another is instead of equal sign, you need to use the squiggly line. The squiggly line is right here. Click that ABC. You see that? That's a squiggly line. Why is that? Because we're using a generic formula. And what did you notice? Once we hit the squiggly line, you see the purple line here that passes through those points. That's the line that we're looking for. And what is the equation? We don't know yet, but what we do know are the values of a and b. A is positive 4, b is negative 7. Going back to our slide, we know that a is equal to positive 4 and b is negative 7. We need to use r of x right there. Now it's your turn. Be sure to pause your video while you're doing it. Come back once you're done. Now let's go to the second model problem. We already know that this table represents a quadratic function. How did I know that? Click the link below inside the description box. Alright, and this is the standard formula for quadratic function. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Alright, now let's go to our Desmos. I already have, oh, by the way, you need to save your work, your linear function. Now quadratic. Now, just to save time, I already input the values of x and y on our table. Now click the second row to type in your generic form for quadratic function. X of 1 to the second power. You see this 8 to the second power? That's your second power. Alright? Plus. Here we go. You see without it completed, you see the points right here? Those are the points that correspond to this table of values. But we want to see the parabola and the equation of that parabola. Alright? Let's click on that. Put 1. There you have it. You see that parabola right there? That beautiful parabola. Now we have the values of A is 1, B is 2, C is 1. Let's go back to our slide. Again, this is Q of X. If you keep Y equals, you will lose a point. So Q of X equals, we know that A is positive 1, B is positive 2, and C is positive 1. There you have it. Now it's your turn. Be sure to pause your video while you're doing it. Come back once you're done. Lastly, let's go to the exponential function. Take a look here. 64. If I divide this by 2, that's 32. If I divide this by 2, that's 16, and it keeps going. Right? Divide by 2. So it's exponential. Exponential is whenever you're multiplying or dividing a term to get the next one. Now, how do we get the equation or the function represented by this table of values? Let's take a look. Go back to the Desmos exponential regression. Okay, now I'm going to use my laptop this time. Y sub 1 squiggly A parentheses B parentheses. I don't think I went over with the general form. I mean the standard form of exponential function. Y equals A times the parentheses B, alright, raised to the power of x minus 1. Take note, I put parentheses here around the exponent, okay? And A represents the initial value, B is the common ratio. Going back to Desmos, okay, I'm going to click this just to show you that take a look here. This is your exponent. I'm going to click that. You see the cursor went up there on the exponent, and then put parentheses x minus 1 inside the parentheses. What am I missing? Subscript. Without the subscript, take a look on this table, on the grid. You see the points. It's an exponential decay. All right, it's a decay. Now, what am I missing? So the subscript 1. There you go. Now, what values do we need? A and B. A is 32, B is 0.5. And then let's go to our slide. Now, again, that's P of X. A is 32, 0.5, which is also dividing by 2, right? Half. If you get half of 64 or multiply this by 0.5, you will get 32. Got it? And that's the equation. If you want, you can put parentheses around the exponent x minus 1. Now it's your turn. Again, pause your video while you're doing it. Come back once you're done. Thank you for watching and learning with me. Be sure to click the links below inside the description box for additional resources so that you can practice and learn more. Please take care of yourself and each other.